Hello friends, how are you? In this segment of aromaticity, today we will see examples of anulins and aromaticity of anulins. Now question arises that what is anulin? Remember anulin is a homocyclic conjugated system. What is anulin? Anulin is a homocyclic conjugated system. Anulin. And there should be alternate double and single bonding, but it should be homocyclic, single ring. And that compound we can say that is homoanulin. In case of homoanulin, each carbon atom is sp2 hybridized. Here are examples. We will see many more examples. Here it is the first example for anulin. Remember, in this square bracket, this number indicates number of pi electrons or number of carbon atoms in this ring. How many pi electrons are there? 2 plus 2, 4 pi electrons. So that is why this compound is said to be 4-anulin. And we know that this compound is, what is common name of this compound? Common name of this compound is cyclobutadiene. Already we have seen. See here, hybridization of each carbon is sp2. Here it is sp2, sp2, sp2. Compound is planar, but total number of pi electrons are 4. And it not obeys Haeckel's rule. And 4-anulin is anti-aromatic. It is anti-aromatic. Example number second, that is benzene. Benzene is also known as the 6-anulin. Homocyclic conjugated system, alternate double and single bonding. Each carbon atom is sp2 hybridized, and all carbon atoms are present in same plane. Total number of pi electrons 2, 4, 2, 6, and 6 pi electrons are there, and it obeys Haeckel's rule, and it obeys 4n plus 2 pi electrons rule, and it is aromatic. This compound is aromatic. Example number third, 8-anulin. Common name of this compound we have taken already, cyclooctatetraene. How many pi bonds are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. And there are 8 pi electrons. There are 8 pi electrons. Hybridization of each carbon is sp2. But remember, this compound is not planar. This compound is not planar. What is shape of this cyclooctatetraene? Yes, tub shaped. It is like this. And this compound is not planar, but there is alternate double and single bonding is there, and if there is no planarity, and that compound is said to be non-aromatic, and this compound is non-aromatic. This compound is non-aromatic. 4-anulin anti-aromatic, compound is planar. 6 pi aromatic, that is 6-anulin benzene is aromatic. 8-anulin, 8 pi electrons, compound is not planar, so it is non-aromatic. Next, 10-anulin. How many pi bonds are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total number of pi electrons are 10 pi electrons. And we know that compound having 2 pi, 6 pi, 10 pi, 14 pi, and obeys Haeckel's rule. This compound obeys Haeckel's rule. This compound obeys Haeckel's rule. Yani 4n plus 2 pi electrons. Is that it? Hybridization of each carbon is sp2, and each carbon is olefinic carbon, that is sp2 hybridized carbon atom. And remember, when hybridization is sp2, what is the bond angle? That is a planar bond angle 120 degree. And a bond angle should be 120 degree. But here, this bond angle is 140 degree. 140 degree. Here bond angle is 140 degree. A regular planar bond angle is 120 degree. But here bond angle is 140 degree. And there is a deviation from regular, yes, trigonal bond angle. And this compound is not planar. This is not planar. So that is why this compound is said to be non-aromatic. This is non-aromatic. This compound is said to be non-aromatic, and this 10 aniline in which all bonds are cis. All are cis. Take this carbon-carbon double bond. Here it is hydrogen, here it is hydrogen. Hydrogen, hydrogen to the same side. And here it is CH, here it is CH, same side. And this is cis carbon-carbon double bond. This is also cis carbon-carbon double bond. In a 10 aniline, where all carbon-carbon double bonds are cis, this is non-aromatic. Now, second isomer of this is also 10 aniline, but here one carbon-carbon double bond is what? A trans. Here these two hydrogen atoms are opposite to each other. Exactly here also, that is this CH and this CH. Exactly opposite. So this carbon-carbon double bond is a trans, and one trans is there. Here bond angle is near about 138 degree. So again there is a deviation for regular planar bond angle. So this is also non-aromatic. It obeys Haeckel's rule, but compound is not planar. That is why this is also non-aromatic. This is also non-aromatic. 10 aniline in which all carbon-carbon double bonds are cis obeys Haeckel's rule, but here bond angle is 140 degree. So there is a deviation from regular planar bond angle, that is regular planar bond angle is 120 degree. So there is a deviation and a planarity is lost, and this compound is not planar. That is why this is non-aromatic. Second isomer of this, that in which one carbon-carbon double bond is a trans. Here bond angle is 138 degree. So this is also not planar. That is why this is also non-aromatic. Now third isomer of this. Now this is quite planar compared to first and second. And here all these carbon atoms are present in the same plane. Planarity is there. But remember, on these two carbon atoms, here it is one hydrogen, here also here one hydrogen. There is a strain. There is a van der Waals strain. There is a repulsion between these two hydrogen atoms. Steric interaction. Isn't it? That is why planarity of this compound, here planarity about these two carbon atoms will be lost. And there is no complete delocalization of pi electrons in third isomer also. Because here van der Waals strain is there, van der Waals repulsion is there. So due to this repulsion, due to this strain, problematic here, this is problem due to these two hydrogen atoms. If these two hydrogen atoms are removed, and if we connect these two hydrogen atoms, now this compound is totally planar. And we know this is naphthalene, and naphthalene is aromatic. So problem was due to two hydrogen atoms. So here, due to these two hydrogen atoms, planarity is lost. There is no complete delocalization of electrons, and this is also non-aromatic. This is also non-aromatic. It obeys Haeckel's rule. Total number of pi electrons are here 10 pi electrons. It obeys Haeckel's rule. Compound is quite planar compared to first and second isomer. But due to these two hydrogen atoms are in close vicinity. So there is a van der Waals strain. So due to this strain, planarity is lost. So there is no complete delocalization of electrons, and this is also non-aromatic. Is that it? Next example. Here it is the next example. Here in between these two carbon atoms, olefinic carbon atoms, there is one bridge, methylene bridge. Isn't it? So this compound is quite planar compound compared to previous one, and this compound is aromatic. This compound is aromatic. There is a complete delocalization of pi electrons. There is a complete delocalization of pi electrons. And we can study aromaticity of this compound by using NMR spectroscopy. Here chemical shift of these two protons is minus 0.5 ppm. And these two protons are more shielded. And chemical shift of rest protons and rest 8 protons, these are peripheral protons. Chemical shift value is 7.1. This is due to 8 protons. And 7.1 ppm indicates aromatic region. And these are aromatic protons. This compound is planar. So there is a complete resonance, complete delocalization of pi electrons. So that is why this compound is what? Aromatic in nature. This is bridge 10 aniline. So here it is a bridge between these two carbon atoms. Next, 12 aniline. Total number of pi electrons are 12 pi electrons. 12 pi electrons. And this compound, this aniline not obeys Haeckel's rule. And this compound should be anti-aromatic. But here, these 3 protons are present in a close vicinity. This cavity is very small. In a close vicinity, there is a strain. That is why this compound, that is 12 aniline, loses its planarity, and this compound is non-aromatic. This is non-aromatic. This compound is said to be non-aromatic. Next, 14 aniline. Here also 2 types of protons are there. These are inner protons and peripheral protons. How many peripheral protons are there? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And how many inner protons are there? Here 4. These protons are present, these 4 protons are present in this cavity. If we compare cavity in 14 aniline and 12 aniline, so in 14 aniline this cavity is bigger. So there is no question of strain. If it is very less, again by using NMR spectroscopy we can study aromaticity of this compound. Chemical shift of inner protons is 0.0 ppm. 4 protons. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a chemical shift of peripheral protons is 7.16 ppm. 10 proton. Yani these 4 protons are present in diamagnetic zone. These 4 protons are well shielded, while peripheral protons are most deshielded. This region, that is 7.16 ppm, indicates aromatic region. So this compound is aromatic, and 14 aniline is aromatic. 14 aniline is aromatic. Now bridge 14 aniline, this is the next example. Here, this is carbon-carbon is the bridge. Again this compound shows 2 NMR shift, 2 NMR peaks. Here this methylene protons, here also CH3. So it gives minus 4.25 ppm, 6 proton, and peripheral proton, that is 8.1 to 8.6 ppm, 10 protons. Yani these 6 protons are more shielded. And 6 protons and methylene protons are what? Methyl protons are more shielded. Methyl protons are present in diamagnetic zone, and peripheral protons are what? Most deshielded. So this compound is more planar compared to this 14 aniline simply, isn't it? Yeah, this compound in a bridge 14 aniline is more aromatic in nature compared to previous one, and 14 aniline, because these 6 protons are most shielded protons, are present in diamagnetic zone. So due to this, this is more planar, isn't it, compared to simple 14 aniline. So this compound is more planar. Next, 16 annuline. Total number of pi electrons, 16 pi electrons. 16 pi electrons. And in this compound, that is 16 annuline, not obeys Huckel's rule. And this compound should be anti-aromatic. See here, these are inner protons. Again, there is no question of strain, and cavity is more. There is no question of strain. But remember, non-aromaticity is better than anti-aromaticity, because the non-aromatic compounds are more stable than what anti-aromatic compounds. That is why this compound, yani 16 annuline, loses its planarity to become non-aromatic. So instead of anti-aromatic, this compound is a non-aromatic. This compound is a non-aromatic. 14 annuline, aromatic. Bridge 14 annuline, this is also aromatic. It obeys Huckel's rule. How many pi electrons? 14 pi electrons. Here also 14 pi electrons. This is aromatic. This is also aromatic. This compound should be anti-aromatic. But compared to anti-aromatic, non-aromatic is more stable. That is why this is non-aromatic. It loses its planarity to acquire what? Non-aromaticity. So this compound is non-aromatic. Isn't it? Next example. 18 annuline is the next example. Again, two types of protons are there. Here two chemical shift. These 6 are inner protons, and the 6 protons are present in this cavity. Cavity is big. So there is no question of van der Waals strain. So chemical shift due to inner protons is minus 3 ppm. 6 protons. And the 6 protons are more shielded. And the 6 protons are present in diamagnetic zone. And peripheral protons, there are 12 peripheral protons. Like this. Chemical shift of peripheral protons is 9 ppm. Here 12 protons. Yani peripheral protons are more de-shielded, and peripheral protons are present in aromatic region. Here there is no question of strain, van der Waals strain. Cavity is very big. Yani 6 protons are present in what? Diamagnetic zone. 6 protons are more shielded, but peripheral protons are more de-shielded. Peripheral protons are present in what? Aromatic region. Total number of pi electrons are 18 pi electrons. It obeys Huckel's rule. It obeys Huckel's rule. This is a planar. Yani 18 annuline is aromatic in nature. Isn't it? Any doubt? So what is annuline? Annuline is a homocyclic conjugated system. Again, aromaticity, non-aromaticity, anti-aromaticity depends on what? Planarity, Huckel's rule. Isn't it? These are the few conditions for this. If any doubt, ask your doubt in comment box. Very soon, I will back to you. Thank you.